Good day to you, and welcome to another podcast session with me, Klaus Kääriäinen. And today's topic is it's a topic which I've been having a lot of discussion with different kind of people for the last couple of days and so forth. So I wanted to record a podcast of this. So the question is, how to get into making games and get into game industry, basically. So I have just a couple of thoughts for this, so decided to record those and put it for you to listen. Hopefully you get something out from this. But anyways, so the most important thing of all is the portfolio of your work. Yeah, of course, if you're an artist, for example, a 3D artist or 2D artist and so forth, it's easy to make a portfolio of different kind of images and models and so forth of your creations, which of course helps out to show how good you are at making some specific style for a game or so forth. But as a programmer, though, it can be pretty tricky to make a portfolio. But I would really suggest that making an actual game for your portfolio would be a nice thing, since that will obviously show for the person who's reviewing your work is that you actually know how to make the whole go through the whole pipeline of making games, and you know how the design session works, what you need to think of, and how you actually test the game and put it out somewhere that people can play it. So you actually can show that you understand the whole pipeline of making games, which is, I think, the most important thing when showing off your work. But so what if you don't have enough skills, that you feel that you're not good enough in making games or making graphics and so forth? I would still suggest that you should make a portfolio right now, basically when you have zero of knowledge, and you should start making a portfolio and actually archive those in somewhere where you can find those on later days. Because first of all, it's really motivating stuff to actually see how you progress, how you start to make things much better than you did last week or last month or maybe even last year. So you should always aim to, of course, improve yourself, but also to save the works and save the data which you created in the past. So that's really important, not only for you, but also when you're, let's say, you're looking for a paid work, for example, and you send your first resume to a game company, and they see your work and they see it. Okay, this guy isn't that good just yet, so we won't hire him. But the next month or so forth, you send another application to them, and you can actually show that you progressed. You understand more now, and you're even better than last month. That's the kind of stuff what people really appreciate, to see that you actually have the passion to learn and have the passion to be a better artist, a better programmer, or so forth. Because in the end, the passion is even more important thing than the actual skills, the actual knowledge. That's what what people appreciate a lot. So showing off your progress in learning, that's really important to be able to show. So so don't hesitate to send a message to someone who would you like to work with, because by not doing so, it's absolutely sure that you won't ever work there if you don't send an application, for example. But you should start right from the beginning and lower the barrier for yourself to send the applications and ask people that do you need an artist or a programmer. You should just go for it, and don't fear that you will fail, because most likely at start you will fail, But when you start to live with it, that things just don't know, just always go as you expect, it's much easier to improve yourself and get into situations where you can learn and work with other people and so forth. So just don't hesitate to send messages all over and show off your work. So yeah, I think that's my couple of things for how to get into the gaming industry. So work on your portfolio, work for games, make graphics, arts, and start to send messages to people and actually get out, get out and show your work. Don't be afraid that people don't like what you do. It really doesn't matter as long as you can show the progress which you do every day and every month and every year. So yeah, that's about it. Thank you very much for listening to the podcast, and see you in the next.